Hi, everybody. Today, we're going to talk about contouring and adding contouring to the face. After you have removed the blemishes, after you've evened the skin tone and brightened the eyes, usually the model will look a little flat or a little washed out. So we're going to add contouring to her face. And it's the exact same technique as evening the skin and lightening the eyes, except you're going to use a different blend and change the opacity in different ways. So let's begin with labeling this layer contouring so that I'll know what it is. Then with your paintbrush, you will select a color from her hair. So we're going to select a nice warm brown from her hair. That way the color palette on the image is consistent. So I'm taking a lot of colors from the actual image. Then increase the brush size, and the hardness is going to be 0. So I have a pretty big brush. And then on that contouring layer, you're going to just swipe in where you might want the contouring to go. And it might be a little bit, it might get into the hair. That's okay, because we're going to use that erase trick to clean up anything that we do that might be a little too harsh. I'm using the bracket keys to increase the size of the brush without having to go through a lot. So now this is what you will end up. We took a color from her hair, put some contouring around her face. Then you're going to change the mode, the blend. This time we're going to try color burn, or let's see how multiply does. Nope. We'll try multiply, and then lower the opacity on it. So you're going to lower the opacity. I think color burn was the better choice. So lower that opacity all the way down until it starts to look like she's just a little bit more warm, not so washed out. That's what it looks like. So now we're going to use the eraser to refine this, to make it perfect. So take your eraser. This time for the eraser, we're going to use a very soft eraser, and we're going to change the opacity of the eraser at the top of the screen. We're going to make this opacity 25 so that it can be very, very subtle. So you don't want to erase the whole thing. You want just erasing slowly and softly. So with that eraser, I'm going to start erasing the parts that I think maybe the contouring went a little too far. So I think it went a little too far here. So I'm going to just erase some of that away. I think it went a little too far here and a little too far here. So I'm just erasing the parts that went a little too far. Now with the eraser tool, if it is at a low opacity like 26, you need to go over it more than once to get a clean erase, but it allows you to erase slowly, not everything all at once. Let's see what that looks like. I'm just going to soften some of that up. And that is the contouring. Pretty easy, not hard to do at all. The next video, I'm going to show you how to add makeup sort of to her face. Same technique, you'll see. So join me in the next video to learn how to go from this little contouring to adding some makeup.